Now, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome a visionary leader who has seamlessly integrated innovation and sustainability into corporate projects, Mr. PC Mohapatra ji, Director Projects at Essar Minmet Ltd, has been instrumental in driving impactful CSR strategies that contribute to Odisha's growth and development. With his vast experience and unwavering dedication, he continues to inspire us all.
Madam Dr. Khatwa ji, Mr. Hussain Kumar ji, Ambika Nanda ji, Nursing Mahapatra ji, Biswanath ji, Abhishek Ranjan ji, other dignitaries and the participants here. Mr. Ambika Nanda has told that all along he is a man from Odisha and he has spent his full time also worked except his study period in JNU. But my thing is I have studied in Odisha, but all along I was outside Odisha. And after retirement from Vizag Steel Plant as director, I came back to Odisha and I feel this a great opportunity to work in Odisha, working with SR after my retirement here. India, as already has been told, the concept of CSR has evolved significantly over the years. As in the foreign, if you see outside India, hardly 3-4 countries have mandatory, but India, it is really a mandatory work, and I feel a country like India needs this requirement. Actually, this evolution is driven by the realization that the business and society are inherently interconnected. Only making profit, having production, and distributing amongst the giving bonus and whatever benefits to your own employees. India doesn't only, it is sufficient for to run a country like India, and it needs CSR by all the corporates. Why this CSR? India, with vibrant culture and dynamic economy, home to world's largest populated country, India has become number one, also faces significant challenges simultaneously from poverty, environmental degradation, which you are aware. If you see some 30-40 years back, when you are going in a plane, everywhere you find jungle or cultivated land. Mostly, a lot of areas were jungle. Nowadays, if you go in a plane, only in the ground you will see either it is a building or few cultivated lands. No trees, nothing. So, environmental degradation is immense. Then, inequality and inadequate access to education and healthcare. The corporates, whether private or government, whether PSUs under central or state, have a pivotal role, and all the private companies to play addressing these challenges, not just as wealth creators, but as change makers and contributors to the sustainable development of India. Actually, if you see, the CSR has Companies Act of 2013 institutionalized CSR in India, making it mandatory for companies meeting certain financial thresholds. Certain limits are there. How much, what should be your turnover based on profit, what percentage, and all these things are there. Normally 2% of the profit. While this legislation has a watershed moment, the spirit of CSR transcends legal compliance. It is about creating value for society while doing business responsibly. Here, I would like to also add another aspect of CSR that is coming under CER, which is MOEFCC of Delhi, Environment Ministry, has also made mandatory, which has come subsequently. And this CER also plays a role in the same CSR activities, although in and around the project area which is coming. So that it is not that you make profit and start spending the money after that only. Without making profit during the project stage, you have to spend on CER. Just after taking the points after the public hearing, what are the points coming up? That accordingly the companies has to spend nearby areas. This CSR spending has already crossed $1 trillion annually, driven by various voluntary and mandatory CSR initiatives, including ESG. In India, it is called CSR, even though nowadays we have also started calling ESG. But in the outside world, outside India, it is mostly known as ESG. While the mandate and nature of CSR vary across the globe, there is a clear global trend towards increased corporate responsibility and transparency, with companies allocating resources accordingly to meet the requirements of societal expectations. So, even though India is comparatively quite poor to other countries, but still then some poverty also is there in other countries. So, it is felt necessary that everywhere every country follows this. CSR in action over the past decade, we have witnessed remarkable contribution by Indian corporates. And the biggest is the education. Companies like already our Tata Steel representative is there, then Tata Consultancy Services, and they have increased the digital literacy, while firms like Wipro, Reliance also have done immense work in this. Second one is healthcare. A lot of companies like Mahindra Group, this Serum Institute of India, they have done wonderful jobs in this. Sustainability, companies like ITC, Hindustan Lever, they have also done. I do not mean only 2-3 companies. So many companies are there in each field. Just I'm touching upon the few names. Then rural development. L&T has played a big role in this rural development. The major contributors to the CSR, all of you must be aware, like the HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, SBI, Power Finance, Power Grid Corporation, Tata Steel, SAIL, IOCL, BPCL, GAIL, NTPC, etc. Just to give little statistics on the CSR, in 2022-23, already as has been told, 30,000 crore has been spent in CSR in India, out of which PSUs contributed around 14% and the private companies have contributed 86% of this one. And the 56% of the companies have not only made their 2% target, but they have gone much beyond this. Further, 33% of total contribution in CSR gone for the upliftment of education. Mostly, as I have told, education is one of the major thing. 33% has gone for education. Then 23% has gone for healthcare improvement, rural development projects, environmental sustainability has got also 7%, livelihood enhancement almost 6%, then other expenditures like clean Ganga, poverty eradication, sanitation, etc., etc. Coming to our Odisha, nearly 1,000 crore has been spent in CSR in 2022-23, and by 479 companies, this come to 3.3% of total CSR spent of the total India's amount spent in the country. Odisha stands 10th position on total CSR amount spending in the country. The highest share, I will tell, it has gone to, just for your information, Jharsuguda, which has got almost 223 crores. And now our friend has told that in Bihar it is 50 crore. Only Jharsuguda district has got 223 crore. Other district getting fair CSR funds are Sundargarh, Khorda, Kendujhar, Angul, Cuttack, Sambalpur. The top 3 spenders in Odisha are Mahanadi Coalfields. I am not touching upon their value. I have those. Tata Steel, Rungta Sons. The education got almost 42%, that is 426 crores is spent in education. Health received 353 crores and rural India development 76 crore. Of late, good number of major companies have started installing major industries like steel, aluminium, oil, petrochemicals, power plants, cement, refractory, etc. Green hydrogen, all the CSR and CR amount is bound to rise with the upcoming of new projects. All of you must be well aware. Now, Odisha, from the industry point of view, for last so many years, which has not been tapped, is now being tapped for last, not now, I will tell for last 10-15 years. Really, the way it is growing, still I will say that it should go much faster, because having so much opportunity, why not? Why it should not grow? And to tell a little more statistics, in 2010-11, Odisha's per capita income was 75% of India's average per capita income. And in the year 23-24, it has reached 88.5% of total India's average per capita income. So, with this growth, what we are telling, that it is astounding, last 10-15 years it has grown so much. Still, how much in Odisha, still it lacks compared to, even it has not reached the average. So, as our friend Mr. Nanda was telling, having so much minerals, long coastline, normally the Odia people, most of the people I tell, they are hardworking. Whether engineers, doctors, or normal workers, or a mistri, or a cook at different places, always they are hardworking compared to their counterparts. Then having a rich cultural heritage and always a stable government. All along, you are well aware how the stable government was functioning, because of which the past growth has taken place, and present growth is also on the anvil to take place. From this perspective, the CSR thrust is appropriate field and, as per mandate, essential now, which is the intent of this seminar today. I really am happy that such a topic has been taken. Normally, we go for any technical talk, this, that, this, so many other talks, and good gathering will be there. It is nice that it is on CSR, this seminar is being held, and all related CSR people, those who have interest, they are all here to um, hear something from the speakers, and to touch a little upon our SR, which has a 50 years of past, has contributed to the communities because of its nature of operation and geographies. It has grown up CSR activities in rural India. SR had set up SR Foundation Wing for empowering communities around SR business locations, spanning 500 villages and across 8 states. It has got this SR Global Fund, for which they spend in various projects are there under which they spend. I don't want to touch much upon this. And in Odisha also, the upcoming projects which are going to come up, we are also very much forceful that how we spend much on CER and CSR, etc. And we hope that one day this Odisha should become a #1 state in this CSR expenditure.